Nze Lukwago Swali. Leero wembadde nsoma ku mawulire. Mpise ku mawulire era nengasoma agagamba nti Uganda esabumitinzeeyo erinnya lya Ambassador Olalo Otunu naye avuganye ku kifo kya UN Secretary General. Okay? Next UN Secretary General ajja kuba taking over nga lumu January 2027 ngadda mu kifo kya Antonio Guterres abadde mu second term ye ekoma nga 31 December 2026. Okay? So wakati wa August ne October General Assembly ejja kuappointinga Secretary General. Okay, era Security Council ejja kurecommendinga erinnya lyoyo candidate anaaba akkirizibwa bonna era General Assembly eri approving by simple majority. Okay, bani abali vuganya ku kifo ekyo? Kuliko Ambassador Olalo Otunu, Uganda African Group. Yaliko former UN Under Secretary General for Children in Armed Conflict, former Uganda Foreign Minister, nominated by Uganda on 25th July 2026 at the 75 years of age, is the oldest. Then inofuna Michelle Bachelet, Chile, Latin America and the Caribbean, former president of Chile, former UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, nominated by Brazil and Mexico. Okay, Oina Maria Fernanda Espinosa, Ecuador, Latin America and the Caribbean, former president of UN General Assembly, former foreign minister of Ecuador, nominated by Antigua and Barbuda. Okay. Omulala Oinara Faro Gross, Argentina, Latin America and the Caribbean. Yaliko director of General IAEA since 2019, nominated by Argentina. Nobeera ne Rebecca Grispan, Costa Rica, Latin America and the Caribbean. Yaliko Secretary General of UNCTAD, former Vice President of Costa Rica, nominated by Costa Rica. Okay. Nobeera ne Caroline Rodriguez Bikent, Guyana, Latin America and Caribbean. Yaliko permanent representative of Guyana to UN, former foreign minister, nominated by Guyana. Okay. Nobeera ne Macky Sall, Senegal African Group, former president to Senegal. Okay. Trump yabadde floatinze FIFA boss Gianni Infantino, but is not formally nominated. Ani ateberezebwa okutwala ekifo ekyo? Uganda officially yanominatize Olalo Otunu ku Friday July 2026, era that makes him the African Group candidate in the race. What does it mean? Kuba kati waliwo ekintu naye tekiri written naye boogera ku regional rotation. Okay, there is no official rule, but there is an unwritten tradition of regional rotation. This time there is a widespread view it's Latin America's turn, and 5 of the 7 candidates are from Latin America and the Caribbean. African chances. Otunu and Macky Sall are the two African candidates. If Africa pushes for a return to an African Secretary General, Otunu would be Uganda's bet. He is emphasizing reform and conflict resolution in his vision. Okay? Security Council veto. The real decision is in the 15-member Security Council, where the permanent 5 have vetoes. Diplomats say there is no obvious front runner right now, but Gross is seen by some as a front runner. Gender factor. There is also a strong push for the first woman Secretary General. 4 of the 7 candidates are women. Bottom line, Uganda has put Otunu forward, but winning requires support from the Security Council, permanent 5, plus General Assembly majority. The race is wide open, and the Security Council straw polls starting this week will start whitening the field down. Now, eyo yeresi gye basindisemu Ambassador Olalo Otunu. Kati Museveni this time round asekendinga Olala Otunu. Back in the 1990s, Olala Otunu wanted to be a UN Secretary General, but he only needed to be seconded by his own government, which Museveni refused to do. Even when Olalo Otunu tried to claim that he was a citizen of Ivory Coast, Museveni made it clear to the United Nations that Olalo Otunu traces his origin from Uganda. That's how Museveni frustrated Olalo Otunu's bid for the UN Secretary General position back in the 1990s. Okay? Back then, in the 1990s, UPC was still strong, and Otunu was hard on Museveni's atrocities against the people of Acholi. Museveni feared that the documented exposure of masses, Olalo Otunu would link them to the United Nations, thus frustrating his quest for the UN Secretary General position. Now, why is Museveni today changing his stance on Olalo Otunu, whom he failed to become the UN Secretary General? Okay? Sometimes back, the same United Nations sent 2 of its agents. Okay? That was Olalo Otunu and Ahmed. Olalo Otunu was sent to Uganda, then Ahmed was sent to Egypt to effect regime change in their respective countries. Do you know what Museveni did? Was to mastermind the 2010 Lugogo bombing. Okay, you know, United States of America is so essential. Okay, is so influential at the United Nations. Okay, because the United Nations headquarters are in New York. USA is the #1 funder of United Nations institution. So what Museveni did was to mastermind the 2010 Lugogo bombing. And back at those days, America instigated the idea of terrorism. Terrorism, from time immemorial, its fight has been used by United States of